How are you? It's a Dr. Amoso. Today I want to talk about the names of countries that we have in Southern Africa. In Southern Africa or in SADC, we have got countries such as Zimbabwe, Lesotho, Namibia, Malawi, Zambia. We want to talk about these countries where their names were derived from. Let's start with Zimbabwe. Our country, Zimbabwe, it derived its name from Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe, we now come up with the name of Zimbabwe, the house of stone. So Zimbabwe is now called Zimbabwe from Zimbabwe. Let's move on and talk about another country, Zambia. Where did Zambia derive its name? Zambia, before its independence, it was called Northern Rhodesia. It was renamed in October 1964. We see that the name Zambia, it was derived from the Zambezi River, and we see that the Zambezi River is the fourth largest river in southern Africa. So Zambia deriving its name from the Zambezi river. Let's go to Malawi. How Malawi came to be known as Malawi? It derived its name from Marawi, the Marawi people, a Bantu people who came to southern who came from southern Congo. So we see that they came from southern Congo around 600 years ago. On reaching the area north of Lake Malawi, the Marawi people, they were divided and eventually we see them spread to other parts of Malawi, and we now have this country called Malawi from the Marawi people. Then let's move on and talk about South Africa. How South Africa came to be known as South Africa. It's derived from its geographical location. It is at the southern part of Of Africa. South. They are at the south. So because of that now, we see that it's now known as South Africa, or it was known as South Africa. Remember, it attained its independence on 27 April 1994. What about Botswana? Botswana, we see that it is the land of the Tswana, referring them as the Tswana people a dominant group in a more in what are in a Botswana. This country previously it was known as Botswana land, and it was renamed Botswana on 30 September 1966. So we see it now being known as Botswana on 30 September 1966. What about Lesotho? Lesotho, it is the land for the Sesotho. The Sotho people. It was named Lesotho in 1822 by King Moshweshwe. Moshweshwe, we see him naming it Lesotho in 1822. Then lastly, let's talk about Namibia. Namibia is derived its name from Namib Desert, the oldest desert in the world. The name Namib is a Nama origin, and it means a vast place. It's a big place or a vast a place. So it was now named Namibia on 12th June 1968. Previously, it was known as Southwest Africa, a colony of Germany. So these are some of the countries that we have in Southern Africa, how they came to be known by their names that we use today. Thank you so much. It's Dr. Mosa.